Fettuccine Alfredo.
So glad I started the recording there. Jesus. All right. So this is
Oh, good
the
times, good
this
times.
is the second, I guess, of the session zeros for Rina, Josef, and Koten.
Oh wait, you pronounced it Josef.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Joseph.
No,
Joseph.
it's
Nope.
not Joseph.
Oh,
You
my bad.
fool.
My bad.
Okay. So, Josef and Koten. The both of you have found yourselves a evening of rest in a local inn near the town of Henson, a small fishing town on the West Island, the middle right hand. You both find yourselves seats at a table, free to converse for a bit.
So, what do you think about this little town?
Not my cup of tea. Not the most delightful place to be, but it'll suffice.
I do say,
How
does
was your
allow
rest
me
yesterday?
my rest?
Yes.
Oh, it was wonderful. I spent the entire day looking up, admiring the sky and the sun, and the entire night staring at the stars. How was yours?
Well, I read, slept. It was a lovely day for me. Some peace and quiet was nice.
Sounds like it was relaxing.
Very good, very good. Uh, you hungry?
Yes, I quite am hungry.
Hey, barkeep.
You see this kind of larger half-orc female woman looks over from the bar.
We get a couple of plates here, please.
Coming right up.
Thank you, ma'am. So where are we looking to go next?
I frankly don't care. Just as long as the sky is clear. I heard there's a nice town a little ways north.
Always been one for the cold, you have.
Yep.
All right.
Do
I'll
you have
follow
somewhere
you.
else you'd rather go?
No, I don't at the moment.
Well, then, I guess let's eat our food and set in for the night. Then we'll head off tomorrow morning.
Fine by me.
The
Need to find a library at some point.
the half-orc bartender comes back around and puts the two plates on the table. She holds her hand out. That'll be two silver.
2 silver. Ah, this is a fine place you have here. How about I give you a gold instead?
That'll do just fine.
I flip her a piece of gold.
She takes it and goes back behind the bar.
Thank you, ma'am.
You've always been too nice, Koten.
Oh, I've always been one to spread the wealth. I feel like if we have too much, then we draw attention to ourselves.
Fair. Need to find a library before we move north.
I'm sure they have one. And if they don't, we'll find someone who has some knowledge to share with you.
Be appreciated.
As you guys continue to converse and eat, you see this kind of slight kind of leather and hide wearing elf walk in. Rina, you kind of stumble into the bar, kind of confused and lost, not quite sure where you are. Walking in, you notice two large winged dragonborn sitting at a table a bit a ways from you, one black and one white.
Alright. I'm gonna run over to them, really excited. I'm gonna say, "You two! You're dragons, aren't you?"
I turn my head and cock my head. Yeah? What of it?
I've been looking everywhere. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. I've been looking everywhere for a dragon for so long. And, okay, sorry. Calm me down. I was told about you two last night.
I look up and kind of glare. What did you hear?
Oh, nothing bad, of course. I just heard that there was two dragons in this village, and so I came looking, and here you are.
I didn't
I
think. Never
guess
mind.
we've caused attention, haven't we?
Yeah, guess so.
It's kind of a common
Then
thing.
again, being part of a nearly extinct race probably draws attention itself.
You said nearly extinct, correct?
Nearly, yes.
Well, I wouldn't say totally extinct, right?
No, we are alive. Therefore,
That's
we
true.
carry on our race.
I heard from a source that you actually know. Do you happen to know any of them?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I said there's dragons scattered around the material plane. Do you happen to know any of them?
No. Generally, my brother and I keep to ourselves.
From what I've
Oh.
read, there's not many of us left.
I see. Oh, actually, I was wondering if you two could help me with something.
Depends. What do you need?
You see, a while back, I was traveling with a friend of sorts in the mountains, and then a huge avalanche came and he went missing, so I was wondering if you'd maybe seen a white tiefling, blonde hair, cloak, anything of the sort.
Mm,
Not from what I can recall.
I don't believe so. I'm sorry.
I think, if you've heard his name, I believe it was Oreo?
Does that ring any bells to us?
You have no idea.
I shake my head. Sorry. I don't know anybody by the name. Nor have I seen anyone the way you're describing.
No, have I?
Oh, I see. Could I perhaps ask your help finding him?
What do you
Do you
think
know
of-
whereabouts where to look?
Well, not really, no.
Well, you said up in the mountains.
Yes, that was where I last saw him, but then the avalanche happened.
So
So
either
let me
he...
get this. Let me get this straight here. You lost something white in an avalanche.
I
A
snicker
tiefling man, yes.
quietly.
Hmm.
Have you cast aside any reasonable doubt, like that he might be possibly dead?
Oh no, of course not. I know he's not dead.
Interesting.
I kind of grumble at the fact that we're looking for something white in something white. And then
Are there any other distinct features that we could know about him?
I mean,
Like- What he was wearing?
it was clothes of sorts, I believe. Some kind of leather armor too.
Color?
let me guess. White.
It was kind of like just normal, like brownish. It wasn't anything fancy.
I believe it was brown.
Oh, that makes it slightly easier.
Well, Koten, that's enough for me to go on.
Yeah, I guess that works for me. We can, if you point us out where in the mountains, or at least the direction of said mountains, we could probably fly and take a look.
Sure, I can tell you right now, actually. If you follow me, I can lead you there.
Alright, lead the way. I stand up from the table.
As you guys are kind of conversing and start to stand up, you see this hooded figure kind of walk over to your table. Greetings to the three of you. I would ask for your aid, but it's not like you particularly have a choice in the matter. I have come from the government to command that you go down towards the lower left hand to the hole that is Farlon. The Thieves Guild down there has somehow managed to remove their Eye of Ioun. We'd like you three to go and look in on them and see what has happened there.
I fold my arms.
Why
Who's to
us
say we
three?
don't have a choice?
The government,
What do you mean the government?
the people who run everything that goes on around here, make sure everyone has a job of sorts, at least.
Why
Oh.
us in particular?
You three seemed like strong adventurers, and you were here and not
I'm-
passed out drunk at the bar.
So let me get this
really-
straight. You abruptly interrupt our conversation and ask us for help from a higher figure that you have no proof of belonging to?
I mean, I have plenty of proof, and you see they open up their cloak, and you see kind of stitched into the cloak, very finely stitched, is the symbol of the government.
That's very nice needlework you've got there.
Mm,
Can I
check
kind
to
of see
if
with
it's
my
a
eye
fake.
and see if it's legit?
Make an insight check.
13?
It seems pretty legit.
Seems legit.
Yeah, Nick's got me beat. I got 7.
Rina just doesn't care. She's like, whatever.
Alright.
They hold out
One-
this small, like baseball-sized, deep black onyx gem for one of you to take.
I'll grab it.
As soon as you take it, the cloaked figure disappears.
Spooky, wasn't it?
It's odd, definitely.
Can I examine the orb?
Make an Arcana check.
$17.
You do sense that there is a magical presence within it. Best you can tell, it seems to be some sort of teleportation magic.
Neat.
Well,
But, do
He'll
we
probably
have to
be
go?
back.
Do we have to go right now?
No. We'll take a look for your friend first.
Alright, thank you.
I'm gonna stuff the orb in my bag.
Now, go on, show us the way.
Alright, I lead them towards, I guess, I don't know how far away I am from the mountains, so...
It's been a couple weeks of you just walking.
Alright. Let's go!
It's not exactly a short trip back to the mountains.
Nope, Rita doesn't care. We're going to the mountains.
Are there mountains around here?
The closest mountains you're aware of are on the shoulder that connects the arm you're on to the rest of the statue.
Clarification though, mountains are north.
North-ish.
Ish.
Well,
How
Koten.
far?
Worst case scenario, we were headed this way anyway.
I guess you're correct. Go on.
Alright. Let's go.
Alright. So you guys start the several weeks travel towards the mountains. Is there anything you'd like to buy, prepare, what, anything?
Oh, right. I don't have any gold, do I?
No, you are penniless. You are copperless.
Well,
Koten,
I
where are
have-
we at funding wise?
I have 159 gold.
I've got a big sack of nothing.
I don't know if you have any on you, but 159 is what I have.
No, you would have it.
I could do a little dance for something. Use that somehow.
Well,
No, it's fine. We're good. 159 gold isn't gonna get us
Do we need
too far.
No.
I mean,
Last
Wouldn't
time
hurt.
we didn't grab potions. Potions.
Nope.
Well,
You know what?
is
You know
there
what? No. You know what we should do? You know where we go. First time, every time we enter a town,
magic shop?
we look for a magic
No.
shop.
No.
Let's not keep
I
that
will-
a thing, please.
I will in fact look for a potion shop or an alchemist or whatever.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Alchemy's fun.
My dice rolled off the fucking couch. Where'd it go?
How dare you.
Hey, Christian D&D.
Yeah.
That's gay.
I hate everything right now.
Me too.
Actually, I have no idea where this went.
Oof. That's
I'm
not
gonna
good.
roll it for you.
Go ahead. Add +5 to it.
Whoa.
Right? Is that
Are you sure you don't want to roll it?
It's too
if I
late.
find it.
9.
Oh, I found it.
9.
It was a 5, so 10. So
Hey.
This town isn't particularly known for anything of magic, as it is a kind of smaller fishing town.
I forgot that.
Best you find is like a
Potions.
small little vendor who seems to be selling like 3 potions,
That's fine.
and all of them look like they're extremely watered down.
Oof.
Maybe not. I mean, meh.
Well, looks like we're not gonna find anything here.
Ooh, here's a
Ding.
question.
Here's an answer.
At this man's vending station, is
Mm-hmm.
it a little tent?
It's more like a cart.
Even better.
Mm. Slightly less easy to accomplish this then.
What are
I'm
you
scared of what you're
Are you
trying to do.
rob someone?
Never mind.
Joseph.
If it was a tent, I was thinking I could take the middle like pole that holds it up and use it as a walking stick. Can't do that with a cart.
You could break
Can't
off
do that
one of
with
the
a cart.
handles.
You can take
Yeah,
them
but then
and
he'd know. It'd be easier with a tent.
You definitely
Oh,
wouldn't know
so-
that you took down his entire tent. Definitely wouldn't notice at all.
No, dude. You just gotta roll the stealth check.
Sleight of hand, motherfucker.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, now we're
not
good.
about to find anything.
To the mountains? Question mark.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
mountains.
Alright, I'm just leading ahead, all like
Alright.
cheerful and happy that people are helping me.
You guys continue on into the night, heading towards the mountains. At this point, it's starting to get pretty late into the night.
Is that
Um,
how cute?
I can know the precise time of day.
It's roughly 10 at this point.
Where
Am I? Is it dark
Sure.
enough to where I'm like starting to blend in?
If not, if there weren't like the lanterns lit around town, keeping the lights kind of, or
We're
keeping
still
it
in
lit.
town.
It's yeah, relatively. It wasn't exactly early when you guys got to the tavern. You weren't going day drinking.
That's fair.
So we look for an inn then? Question mark?
What do you say? She say?
I said, are we looking for an inn?
Oh, I guess it is pretty late.
I'd prefer a bed over the ground.
One small tiny little problem. I don't have any money.
We
It's
do.
fine. We should be able to cover you.
Alright, thank you so much. You two are so kind. Alrighty. To an inn.
Find an inn we shall.
You guys go back to the same tavern you were at just moments ago, really.
You know what?
Didn't really think this one do.
We did not.
You guys go up to the female half orc bartender, and
I need 2 rooms. One for my brother and I, and one for the girl.
sure, 6 gold.
Hey, we've been
Slippers.
staying here a while. Can we get a little discount?
Make a persuasion check.
It probably would be better for me to do this.
He's got just as good as a persuasion as you do.
Does he?
15?
Track my previous
Nope.
statement. Nope.
She kind of puts both of her elbows up on the counter and sets her chin on her hands. 6 gold.
I just kind of nudge
That's
her.
5.
Oh, it was a good try, wasn't it?
I chuckle heartily and I give her 6 gold.
She takes
Thank
it
you,
and
ma'am.
hands you 2 of the room keys, as it were.
Does Rina
I-
know how to use a key?
Nope.
Koten, give me the key. I'll let it in.
Wait, you guys still...
She hasn't explained it to us yet.
Oof.
what is this thing? And I'm like holding up the key in the totally wrong direction.
Refer back to my previous statement. Koten, give me the key. I'll let it in.
Not really cultured, are you?
What's that word mean?
In
I take the key from Rina and lead her to the room.
I'm just standing there confused, like, why doesn't she know this?
You lead her off towards her room and use the key to open up the door for her.
That's how you use a key.
Alright, Rina. Here. You will be staying here. Me and Koten will be in the next room over.
Alright, I guess I'll just see you guys tomorrow then.
Good night, Rina.
Good night.
Good
Kind of wait with
night.
him.
I shut the door and lock it with the key.
Slide
you
it
look-
under the door. No.
Wait.
No,
Just
keeping-
lock me in my room.
For your own safety.
But it's like muffled through a door, so it's like, do you just lock me in the room?
I don't know how to get out. What if I have to use the restroom?
I unlocked the door.
Thank you.
She's got a point, Josef.
You
This
We'll
sure
just-
worries me.
We'll just have to make sure she's still there in the morning.
Do I need to sleep in the hallway to make sure?
No,
I think I'll be okay.
just stay in your room. Unless
Alright,
you absolutely have to leave.
will do.
I still pocket the key and then follow Koten to the room.
Okay. You
I
two,
unlock the door and I open it.
yeah, you two
Step
go
in.
off into the room. It's not the best lodging, but it'll do.
To Rina, it's like paradise.
Yeah.
So.
There's this weird, like, wooden thing, with like a, it's something with something set on top of it, in your room.
Alright, I'm
Rina.
gonna walk over and I'm gonna go to the room and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
Yes, Rina.
What are these wooden things in the room?
I believe that's a bed, Rina. You're supposed to lay on it.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you remove your armor. It is
Alright.
very uncomfortable without or with
I
it
mean-
on.
I'm used
Rina-
to sleeping on a stone floor, so.
Do you know how to lay in a bed?
Oh, yes, I know how to lay down.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Alright, good night.
Good night,
Good
Rina.
Alright, walking back to my room
Okay.
and aim down.
Okay. It's kind of soft. Not as soft as snow, but it's soft enough.
Is there a window?
There is not.
To
Damn.
the window.
Please not in a British accent. Can't do that.
To the walls.
I'm gonna take off my armor and I'm gonna lay down on one of the beds and I'm just gonna look up at the ceiling.
Yeah, is there one
Looks
bed
like-
or is there 2 beds?
There's 2 beds.
Oh.
Looks like
Alright.
we've got our hands full, Josef.
Little
Is there
more than
anything-
full. Little more than full.
Is there anything else in the room that Rita's not familiar with?
There's like a little, like this kind of squarish wood thing. And you see this, kind of, thin white thing that has a tiny little flame on top of it.
They're in the room.
Yells through the wall. Don't touch that.
I'm a, we're next door, correct?
Yep.
I'm a knock on the wall.
Yes, Rina. I say through
What
the
is
wall,
this
loud enough.
glowing thing?
That is a candle. It produces heat and light. Don't touch it,
Why not?
because it'll burn your hand.
Oh, okay. Why
Rina,
does it look like it's melting?
Because that's what a candle is made out of. Wax. It melts when it burns.
Oh, okay. Right, good
Rina.
night.
do you know how to read?
Yes, I know how to read.
I'm going to get up and go into Rina's room and pull a book out of my bag. Here, Rina. If this'll help you sleep.
What book did
Oh.
you get?
Yeah, what book did you give me?
It has a little dragon on the front of it. It's just a book about dragons.
I love dragons.
Good night, Rina.
Good night.
And I walk back into the room and
Lock the
collapse into the bed.
Is it in draconic?
Some of it is.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna read the book and go to sleep.
All right, you kind of flip through the pages, and it talks about different kinds of dragons, and you just pass out.
Book on my face.
Yep.
Totally. Oh wait, elves have that trance thing they can do.
Yeah,
I totally forgot. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about
Oh, well.
that. No.
you
You're-
eventually
You're
drift off
so
into sleep.
ditzy, you fell asleep, not remembering you can just...
Just as you're about to fall asleep, you just like, I can. Caitlin, D20.
What?
Are you kidding me? It's another 20.
God damn it!
Do you just wanna? Is there anything of significance? Like,
Not really. It's just Amu again.
alright. You know.
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna pull out my notebook of constellations.
Okay.
I'm gonna like, study them.
All right. You do so until you eventually drift off into sleep.
Alright. Since it's probably not gonna be anything of importance, I'm just chatting with Amu for a bit, telling him, hey, I found the dragonborns, and going to sleep.
Well, that's excellent. And you eventually pass out.
Hey, I found the dragon boards. Bye.
Nothing. I didn't want to drag it out. So.
Yeah.
All right.
That night, Joseph
wait.
Joseph and
Justin,
Koten are
D6s.
haunted by memories of their
Oh,
dead
yeah,
parents.
D6s.
You have the chart still,
Ooh.
correct?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hold up.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. 1 for left, 5 for right.
That would be black and silver.
Ooh, I like it.
Interesting.
Alright, you'll see. Don't worry about it.
Are you a chameleon?
No.
Come on, chameleon.
Just let it go. Just let it go. I'm ready.
Alright, next day.
So as you guys wake up, you find yourselves not in the beds in the inn. You find as you guys wake up, you find yourselves on kind of like this odd mossy ground, outside of this kind of dank, dark cave.
Hey. Which
Uh,
one of you moved us not sleep?
So,
Josef, you are missing the onyx black gem.
I was about to ask. God damn it.
This isn't even mountains at all. Where are we?
I don't know.
What else does astronomer give me? I know it does something.
Does this area look familiar?
I know our approximate location within 50 miles.
Actually, you do not. This is not a familiar area to you.
As long as I have a clear view of the night sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's not night, so never mind.
Also that, and if I can pull up your thing again.
It's the stellar knowledge.
Yep, I
Okay.
got it. I got you.
This ability does not work at all on a plane different from the one you did research on. Okay,
That's the
never
one.
Hey,
mind. Never
Alright.
mind. I have
Well-
no idea what this place is. Assuming.
I'm gonna
Yes.
look around in the area just outside of the cave.
Okay. It's a lot of just forest stretching on for seemingly miles.
is there
Nothing
anything in the
sticks
cave?
out.
Make a perception check, both of you, for different things.
Alright.
I'll help him to give him advantage.
Jared, you have advantage.
Oh, cool.
That
Oh,
is
that's cool.
19.
Caitlin, you were checking the cave.
Yes.
You don't notice anything in the cave, but you do hear the slight drip of water hitting the ground.
Hey guys,
Yes, Rina.
there's water in there.
Whoa. In the most sarcastic voice.
Oh, come now, Josef. Be nice.
Rolled an 11, by the way.
Nothing really sticks out in the forest.
I don't
All
see
right,
anything
Rina.
in there,
Do
but
you want
there's-
to go in the cave?
I kind of want to go in the cave.
We can go in the cave. Let Koten go first.
Alright.
I walk in ahead.
Okay.
Peering around.
I think you all have dark vision.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I know elves do. I couldn't remember if the draconic angels did.
That we do.
You guys kind of continue walking in further, and it kind of starts to twist farther and farther downward, until it opens up into this kind of small chamber. You see in the center is an altar, and surrounded by 9 pedestals. Each pedestal is a different stone statuette, and the altar appears to have small little indentations on it for 3 of these statuettes to fit into.
Are there any dragons?
There's not. But each statuette there is a man with an abacus, a smith with hammer and forge, a warrior with a spear, a warrior with a bow, a prostitute, a bear, an apple, a rooster, and a quill.
Are there people here?
There is no one else here.
Still, instinctively knowing very quickly off of the short time he's been with Rina, Koten's gonna go or rush to her and cover her mouth and tell her, quiet, stay quiet. We don't know what's in here. Do not say a word. Joseph?
But there's really cool statuettes in there.
I'm going
Quiet, stay
to.
over.
I'm going to give Koten a nod, and then slink forward to examine the figures.
Okay. They just seem to be normal stone statues.
Real quick,
Any
Justin,
symbols? Anything of religious value?
Not really.
so you said there's an altar?
Yes, there's an altar in the center, kind of surrounded by the 9 pillars, and the altar has 3 little indentations that seem to be able to fit the statuettes in them.
So we just have to pick 3 and stick them in there.
Probably.
Also, real quick, Justin,
Yes.
should they roll perception checks?
Yeah, both you make an investigation check real quick.
Investigation?
Yes.
Aha! 24. Nat 20.
Damn.
Oof, got me beat. Math, 16.
It's not hard to notice. Both of Rina's eyes are different colors than they were yesterday.
Why does this fit?
I say nothing.
Joseph just
I-
goes with it.
I whisper to Josef, is it clear?
Seems clear.
I'm gonna walk over and pick up the smithing one.
The what?
You said there was the blacksmith.
Yeah.
correct?
Okay. As you pick up one of them, you hear this voice in your head. You guys hear this voice kind of ring out in the cavern that says, "You who wish to be rewarded, choose the 3 that keep things sorted."
Did you
What
guys
are the
hear
symbols
that?
again?
I'm.
You who
Sorry,
wish
go
to
ahead.
be rewarded, choose the 3 that keep things sorted.
No, 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 no. I meant like the pedestals.
What about him?
What are they
What
again?
are they?
A man with an abacus, a smith with hammer and forge, a warrior with a spear, a warrior with a bow, a prostitute, a bear, an apple, a rooster, and a quill.
Josef immediately goes for the quill.
I go towards the abacus.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
She who seeks
I
to be
place
rewarded, choose to
the
through the
quill
keeping sorted.
on the altar,
Okay. Nothing happens.
and
I placed the abacus on the altar as well.
Okay. Nothing
So we
happens.
have an abacus,
And a
quill,
quill.
keep things sorted.
sword.
No.
I'm gonna pick up this.
Good try, Rina. Good
Is the
try.
one holding a
Could it
sword?
be the prostitute?
What does she
My
think?
thought-
And you guys heard it didn't sound like
Rooster?
sorted with a T. It sounded like sordid.
Sorted.
Is there one with a sword?
There's not.
Okay, Rina.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the blacksmith and I'm gonna stick it in there.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. You said warrior with a bow and another warrior?
With a
With
spear.
the sword.
Spear.
Oh, spear.
Oof. There is no sword. Okay.
But the blacksmith.
You put the blacksmith one
fine.
on there. Nothing happens.
Alright, take the other two off.
I remove the abacus.
Okay.
I take the quill.
I
Okay.
put it back on its pedestal.
Nothing happens.
Sorted.
Sorted. Sorted.
Abacus, spear, bow, blacksmith, apple, quill, rooster.
Let's try the smith,
The spear and the bow.
the spear, and we could try the bow. I don't see any consequences yet.
Alright, well,
So
Oh.
I will pick up the warrior with the spear and place it on the pedestal.
Okay.
I will take the warrior with the bow and place it on the pedestal.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Sorted.
Sworded. Oh, a prostitute deals with swords?
Rina,
What?
How does she know what a prostitute is, but not a bed?
you know what a prostitute is, and you don't know how to use a key.
Character inconsistency. It's alright.
Is this Rina talking?
Sworded.
I'm pretty sure this is just me talking.
Sword.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna pick up the prostitute. What's this?
I
Rina,
don't think you want to know.
I kind of
put
do,
it down.
but I want to know.
You'll learn when you're older.
I'll show you later.
Whoa.
I'm gonna put it on the
Sorted.
thing.
Okay. You put it on there. Well, all three spots are kind of taken up already.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. There's
Koten,
the.
my thought is still sorted.
I'm
I
gonna
think
take off
the
the bow.
quill
Okay.
is the way to go.
You put the prostitute on there. Nothing happens.
And then I'm gonna grab the spear on there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Hold
gonna take out the spear and put the quill on there.
Okay. You put the quill on there. Nothing happens. What is it? It's the smith, the prostitute, and the quill right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take off the quill
Sorted.
and I'm gonna put the bear on there.
Like SORDID?
Make an intelligence check, Nick.
12.
Best you could tell, it could be one of two or three things. There's a couple of different words in the common language or in the common tongue that kind of sound similar.
Sorted. Sorted. I need a dictionary.
Koten, you have any ideas?
Where's my phone?
Maybe it's supposed to be sworded.
Or there's another way.
Because think about it. You slay a bear with a sword. You can slice an apple with a sword.
No. Sorted. SORDID.
Did you just Google that?
No, yeah, because I remember the word. I just didn't know what it was.
Okay.
I remembered the word. Trust me, I wasn't cheating.
I asked if
I'll
it was
allow it.
SORDID.
Yeah, there. As far as you're aware, there are 3. There's sorted,
Sorted.
SORTED,
TED.
SORDID, and SWORDED.
So
So they
one's
need-
sworded, sorted, and sworded.
I'm gonna
Abacus.
arrange the statuettes to where it's the apple, the rooster, and the bear.
What?
Nothing happens.
Okay, abacus. Smith. Prostitute.
Say that one more time.
Abacus. Blacksmith. Prostitute.
As you set the final one on there,
Aha! Fuck you! No, it's not the prostitute.
the back,
Abacus.
you see the wall kind of shift and this doorway open up.
Said this shit like 5 minutes ago.
Guys, I did it!
Good job, Rina. I
But
give
what
her
is
a
this thing though?
clap.
What is the lady? What is she?
I could walk up to Josef and I clasp him on the shoulder. I think you can tell her.
Well, Rina,
Yes.
you see,
Uh-huh.
some women, in
Uh-huh.
order to make a quick dollar,
Yes.
um,
Oof. Big
Some
oof.
quick coin.
oofed,
Some quick coin.
Back into D&D.
to make a quick coin, sell their bodies to men. That's what this woman does.
But doesn't she have to be dead for that?
I start walking. I say nothing and I start walking.
I sigh, and I follow Koten.
But wait,
I don't stop, just keep walking.
come
wait.
on.
Come on, Rina.
Can I take the statuette with me?
No.
No. You can take one of them that's not on
I
the...
want the. I want the apple.
Okay. You have the little,
What's
you have a little statuette of an apple now.
Wait.
Rina,
I'm
let's
coming.
go.
Coming. Okay.
I hope you know that's made out of rock and not to eat it, Rina.
I'm not an idiot. Gosh.
Slowly draws it away from mouth.
No. She
Joseph
doesn't want to eat
chuckles.
rocks.
Alright.
Anyway.
So you guys
onward
continue
to the
on.
passage.
As you all continue and pass through the doorway, you hear it close behind you.
What was that?
Wonderful.
Excuse me, voice from earlier. Why did you close the door?
No response.
Hello?
I do
Probably because he
believe
doesn't want us
We are
knowing.
not alone anymore.
I don't think that person was being very truthful.
Well, too late to do anything about it now.
I'm
I
going
wanna
to begin
go
walking forward.
home. Can't we just leave?
Obviously, no, Rena. The door just shut behind us.
You guys are dragons. Can't you, like, get alone? Get us through the... Alright, let's go.
I walk. I proceed further down the hallway, or the cavern, with the bow blade drawn.
You guys continue on further down into the cavern, until it seems to open up. But this chamber it's very dark in here. Even with dark vision, it's dark. As you guys all step in, you hear what sounds like something catching on fire. and the sound of sound of shattering glass, and then something catching on fire, as you see several different torches around the room start lighting, illuminating the room, and you see the torches start to change colors from the normal orange to to a sort of teal to a grayish, and continually changing between those three colors.
I draw my blade.
Okay. You
Stay
see
close, Rina.
You see standing atop a pillar near the back of the room is this odd white-scaled, kind of small draconic creature.
I'm running to it.
I grab her by the neck of her leather armor.
What is it?
Wait,
Rina, no.
They locked us in here for a reason. We do not know who they are.
But look at it.
I understand that they are a dragon, but we cannot just trust them so openly.
I'm going to advance while they're having that conversation.
Okay.
I'm
You see
speak to the...
You see it's kind of small in stature with a large collection of like metal piping. It's slightly smoking from the top, and you see all across the backpack and the staff in its hand and on its right eye is this glowing green material. Some of it's solid, some of it is like a liquid.
Wait,
Um,
is this thing like an actual creature?
Yes, this appears to be like an actual creature as it starts to cackle as you all approach. Welcome, travelers, to my mystical land of traps. Step lightly or suffer the consequences. I'd like everyone to roll some initiative,
Oh boy.
as I have now forgotten to put tokens for you guys.
But
It's all
a
good.
dragon.
Rina.
But I want to. But
Why do I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot?
Probably because we
Honestly,
are.
I'm really hyped for it. Oh hey, sweet 20, not nat, but
Oh, I didn't specify, Justin, but Bowblade is in bow form.
Okay.
I'm so not used to my initiative not being 300 anymore.
It's a weird transition. You get used to it.
I'm not used to mine being +4. Usually it was only +1.
Caitlin,
Mine is still +4.
I'm gonna find the Rina picture again.
How dare you?
It's so. Look. I made mistakes trying to.
I am disappointed at you.
made my mistake.
I know where to run.
Rina just wanted to talk to the dragon. Why'd you have
Fuck,
to
it's-
stop her?
It's so. It's. Oh, there we go.
I'm slowly getting used to this way of talking, by the way. Quite nice.
Come on.
I like it.
Come on.
Same.
Come on, computer.
What?
You can do it.
I said I
There we
like it.
Great fun, honestly.
God, how far back was this?
Come on, Justin.
I'm trying. It's so far back.
Is it? Is it really?
Was that before the Doki Doki literature? Yep. Found it.
What are you talking about? There's a name. What's a Doki Doki?
Look. Shh.
What on earth is a Doki Doki?
Don't patronize me.
Patronizing.
Where are these saved to? Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna be hearing things. This is weird. I'm actually gonna be stabbing stuff. I'm not ready for this.
I should have had this ready. My bad.
Meh. Happens.
It's all good, mi amigo. As they say in the home country.
Yeah.
You should give him a Spanish accent.
Ew, no.
Too late now.
I mean,
Oh,
that's some
no,
weird
there's-
vocal fold thing.
Yeah, crop.
I really have had way too much time practicing this.
Little
Yes,
bit.
you have.
But it's good, isn't it?
It is good, it is good. I'll give you that. If I would have had time, I would have had a lot more fun with it, but
Okay, now I gotta import
Now we
all
can't
this.
even be from Jersey.
Joyzy didn't exist yet, man.
Bum
Me.
could still had the accent, man.
You could
Nah,
invent it.
dude, we can't
Hey,
have
I'm
the
walking
accent yet,
good.
man.
Just invent it. Just where you from?
Ah, man, just go with the flow.
What, dude?
Dude, catch some waves.
Dude, Josef, have you seen the sick magic, bro?
Dude, bro.
What part of Jersey are you from? This is not
No,
a
I
Jersey
changed it.
accent.
I think they're from some kind of.
Now
suburb.
we're from California now.
Yeah,
You mean Colorado now, right?
Okay. And here we go into the map. Heh.
Whoa!
I'm a map.
I'm
I'm a
trying
map.
to see.
I'm a map. I'm a map. I'm a map.
Do you guys see anything on there other than the stone bits and the dude on the pillar and you guys?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
That'd be it.
Good.
Because he's
Alright.
using the technology given to him by Roll20 to hide some shit.
I most certainly am not.
Oh, that guy looks so
Uh,
cool.
Sure.
Oh my god, I love him already.
I gotta move these goddamn player icons already.
I don't want to kill him. Come on, he looks like a swell guy.
You are too trusting, Rina.
But look how cool he is.
Where's the thing? There it is. Couldn't find this guy's sheet. Okay. Shit, boy. Where's my pencil?
Apparently not with you.
Found it. Got it. We're good.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Are you positive?
Maybe.
I don't think you're positive.
I'm really not.
Are you
Okay.
negative?
Maybe 25 to 20.
I got a 20.
20.
Oh.
Roll a d20 to see which one of you goes first.
Nah, well,
6.
I got a 19.
6. She goes first.
Okay.
Rina's ready.
Rina, 20.
Totally get
Koten, 20. Josef?
14.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible. It's
Alright.
not great.
So, first up is the small draconic creature.
Which one? There's 4.
Okay, the
We're not that small.
I mean, I'm not a draconic creature, but am I?
ish.
Ish.
Half.
Half.
Filthy halfling.
Excuse me.
Kidding.
Motherfucker. He's just gonna sit up there cackling.
Oh, alright.
It's
I
his
can
turn.
make him cackle even more.
Okay. Next up is Rina.
Yep. Do you think this person's wisdom is? He's not very smart for just sitting up there and laughing. How long? Tasha's hideous laughter is about. Oh, crap, I forget how long it is.
Tasha's.
Yes, I forget the range and how long it lasts.
30 feet and up to 1 minute.
Alright.
He's
So,
definitely not within 30 feet.
I know. Oh wow, with already. Well, I suppose I can go ahead and summon my rapier.
Okay. So you see Rina pulls out this small little flute that kind of resembles the like was it 1 dragon or is it 3 dragons still?
I think we switched it to 1 dragon.
Okay,
just
you
wrapped
see
around the flute.
The flute kind of just looks like this 1 dragon that's kind of stretched out, kind of wavy a little bit. And she plays into it, and you see in her hand forms this kind of this very nice thin rapier.
Got a little dragon on the.
Hey Jared, did you realize you're drawn on the map?
I didn't mean to.
How dare you?
I was trying to be a ruler and then I didn't click the ruler.
Alright, I'm going forward 30 feet. Straight ahead.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
And I can't really do anything.
Alright.
So, that's
Look over at
turn.
Josef.
That is
What's the
your turn.
plan?
Koten, you're up.
Josef, do we attack or do we wait for him to make a move first?
I'd be careful if you try to move any closer. He said there were traps.
That's a fair point.
Meanwhile, Rina's just like, yay!
But like, well,
You shouldn't let go of Rina.
He could just be toying with us. I'd move.
I'm gonna,
You can fly.
Fact.
I'm gonna fly up and forward 10 feet.
Up and
I'm
forward.
half gliding.
So about right
Rina
there-ish.
doesn't get
Yeah,
Alright,
give,
you do
give
so.
or take. And he's
Alright,
within
good.
150 feet now, so I'm going to hold an attack action for him to do something.
Okay. Alright, so that's the end of your turn. So, the end of initiative round 20. Jared, you hear the familiar sound as it is the sound of a spell you're familiar with casting. As
Eldritch Blast.
yeah, I'm assuming an 8 does not hit your armor class.
Nope.
As this kind of whitish beam flies out of the darkness towards you and strikes the ground.
That wasn't very nice.
Koten, move forward.
Alright.
Alright, that's it. So, Josef, your turn.
Immediately responding to that, I'm going to fly in the air and move forward as far as I can.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. With the flying in the air, kind of at a... we'll say about there-ish. We'll call
Alright.
it there.
Hey, buddy.
Alright.
That'd be it for me.
Alright, that's your turn. Back to his turn. Just continues cackling.
Hmm.
That's his
I
turn.
think he,
Rina, you're up.
Hmm.
either he's luring us in, or he's banking on the traps taking care of us first.
Are there any traps in front of me that I can see in like a straight line?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation is
Intelligent.
intelligence, which I thankfully am proficient in investigation. That is a 16.
Not any traps per se, but you can see about 45, 50 feet in front of you is what appears to be a long kind of grease puddle.
Grease. Really? I turn to both of them. There's a bunch of grease on the ground. Ooh, scary.
This is the scariest trap room I've ever seen.
Could one of you pick me up?
Sorry, but my physical strength, it's not as much as...
Are you calling me heavy?
No.
Rina, we are strong people.
Yeah,
Smart.
You look pretty strong.
Smart, not strong.
Well, I can't
I'm
walk
more-
in grease,
Well, you can.
but I'll slip and fall.
I'm sure you could keep your balance.
Fine. Alright. Going forward another 30 feet.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright.
Is there anything I can eat? Nope.
Alright.
Alright, just waiting here.
Alright. Koten, you're up again.
Alright, I'm just gonna go forward 30 feet in the air.
5, 10, 15,
Um,
20, 25, 30.
Joseph, do you attack? I don't know if what we do, because
Hold
it's just
again.
confusing.
I want to see what happens next.
He's such a cool.
Question.
Answer.
Eldritch Blast, is it like a...
30 feet.
I know what it is, but is it like a pew? It hits something? Or like...
Is it a pew or a pew?
Is it like a pew that hits something, or is it a pew that hits everything in the lane? This particular.
It's a pew
It's
that
just
hits
one.
one thing.
Okay. I'm gonna Say if I can't do this, but I'm gonna hold my action, and if that particular thing happens again, I want to fire an arrow in its path to try and like stop it.
Okay. All right. At the end of initiative count 20. What do we want to do this time? Yeah, we'll do it this one. Rina,
Yes.
I'm willing to bet a 9 does not hit your armor class.
No.
Fuck these dice. God damn it. Why did I buy these?
Hey, not in my good Christian D&D.
All right, look. You're able to just dodge out of the way as you see this small stone hand kind of reach out and this pulse of electric energy.
Excuse me. That's not very nice.
It just keeps cackling. Okay, that's that. Josef, you're up.
He's a joyful lad, isn't he?
Keep an eye out for traps on the ground and move forward.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Make an investigation check.
Hmm.
18.
Not really any traps.
All right, that's it for me.
All right.
I feel like the trap of this room is
All right.
I have a
something
plan.
random happens more or less than something planted.
All right. It's the draconic creature's turn again. 5, 10, 15. It's kind of starting to get a little bit more impatient, and it's gonna not do anything because it can't reach you. It's just gonna keep cackling as it moves closer to the edge of the pillar.
Alright. So it's on the edge, you say?
Close to the edge.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's Rina. You're up.
Skip.
Alright. I'm gonna move forward 10 feet.
Okay. 5, 10.
So
You can see the grease puddle is kind of just to your side.
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Oh?
Okay.
Oh man. I
Go
forgot.
ahead. Roll for sleeping.
Alright, so it's 5d8 is how many hit points it can affect.
At max, 5d8 is 40.
Yes. So. Alright.
I'm assuming he has more than 4 HP,
6.
but maybe not.
17. 24. And then 30.
Okay. You finish casting the spell. It seems unaffected. Just keeps
Dang it.
cackling.
Sad face.
Seems a
Alright.
little too wide awake to sleep, Rina.
Well, I don't see you two doing anything.
Oof. All right, that's Rina's turn. Koten, you're up.
Josef, I'm about done with his games, are you?
I agree.
I ready the bow blade and I take a shot at him.
Roll an attack.
Oh wait, I need to mark that down. Oops.
17.
17. 17 will hit.
Aha.
This guy looks so cool though, I don't want to hurt him.
D10 plus D6.
Yeah.
For 16 damage.
6. Holy shit! How did you do that much?
A D10 plus a D6 plus
Goddamn.
4.
Maybe he can sleep now.
I think sleep is max HP, not current.
I don't know.
The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Doesn't say max hit points.
It doesn't really matter at this point. All right. The end of Koten's turn.
It matters to me, okay?
Fucking shit, mother bitch.
Hey.
Koten, you hear as this fireball flies past your head.
He's not very good at aiming, is he?
Doesn't seem like it.
Keeps cackling. Josef, you're up.
Just kidding.
The same thing as last turn. Look for traps on the ground and fly forward.
Okay. As you're kind of scanning the ground, looking around, you fail to notice coming from the air.
Always look up.
What's your armor class, Jared?
14.
Yeah, that'll hit. You fail to notice coming from above a bear trap. Just falls out of the sky onto you. I gotta find what's the stats for a bear trap. Oh damn. You take
27 points of damage.
6 points of piercing damage as this bear trap falls and clamps down onto your shoulder.
As Jared gets half health.
Accurate.
Oh.
Ow.
Ah.
All right.
That's not good.
You continue to move. I could probably reveal that.
Maybe approaching
Token layer.
this isn't a good idea.
And then you continue moving the other 10 feet forward.
Bear trap.
All right.
I think. Oh, puppy dog.
Yeah, that's it for me.
So it's back to his turn. How close are you now? Are you within range? Oh my god, you're within disadvantage range.
Who is?
Josef. You see, he pulls out this small dart and chucks it towards you. 18.
Yep.
You take
This is a D4 plus Dex, if I remember.
you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Good night.
Nice, I'm
and
out.
Oh.
Well,
4 points of
Well.
poison damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, you see Josef, dart kind of piercing into his chest, bear trap clamped onto his shoulder, hit the ground.
wonderful.
The small draconic creature just cackling.
Is this small draconic creature, does he even look affected?
Huh?
Like, is he hurt? Is he rough?
The draconic creature?
Yes.
He's looking a little rough.
Alright. Well, I can't do shit.
Rina, you're up.
Help Josef, please do.
I don't have healing spells.
Why don't you have healing word?
Because I'm a bard! Could make him laugh. I could make him have minus D4 possibly to rolls. Does this grease look flammable?
Make an intelligence check.
Huh. Not bad. 17.
Grease is very flammable.
So, wait, is Koten or not Koten? What's his face?
Josef.
Is he in the grease?
No, he is not.
So prestidigitation. It says you can light a torch, candle, a small campfire.
That implies that there is like a wick or something of that sort to ignite.
So, but I can also make a shower of sparks.
That would work.
All right. Shower of sparks on the grease.
Okay. You cast prestidigitation, and you see this entire area right here is grease, and is now also on fire.
Hey, there's Grace here.
I see that, Rina.
Hey, there's fire. Hey.
So that was where it all was.
Yes.
Alright. So, can I move forward and look for traps, or
Sure.
Alright.
Full.
as long as there are any traps, they'll hit me, yeah?
20, 25, 30. You just keep going. Nothing really catches your eye. And nothing hits you either.
Okay. It's my turn.
Alright, so that's your turn. Koten.
Hit it.
I'm gonna move over to Josef.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire another arrow at the dragon dude.
Make your shot.
22.
That'll hit.
Dang.
And 10 damage.
Oh, God damn it.
12 damage.
Okay.
What? What are you?
I
goddamn-
forgot about something. Never mind. It's too late.
Alright.
Me.
Jared's turn. Make a death save.
Yep, Josef, I need you to make it. Actually, I almost forgot about the end of initiative count 20.
Alright.
Rina, does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
Alright, so you see another Eldritch Blast just right into the ground in front of you.
Miss me.
Alright. Josef, I need you to make a death saving throw.
You'll be fine.
Well. It's a 10.
That saves.
Pass. Hey.
You'll leave, don't worry about it.
As long as you guys have something that'll pick him up, yeah. Is back
Not
up.
if I make 3.
Nope, can't make that yet. So he's gonna... Rina, he's gonna chuck another dart towards you.
Okay.
Ooh, you're lucky that's a disadvantage. That's an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take... 6 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And 6 points of poison damage.
And she's down.
Yep.
Oof. Alright. He just keeps
Wonderful.
cackling. Koten.
Caitlin's
You're,
turn.
oh yeah. Rina, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh, right. Hey, sweet, it's 20.
Hey, that's 2 succeeds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
She's gonna stand up before Jared does.
Koten, you're up.
I'm gonna fire another arrow.
Alright, take your shot.
Nat 20.
Alright,
Oh.
that'll hit.
4. 28 damage.
Okay. With that final shot, you see it kind of pierces into the green kind of monocle it has on, pierces through it and into the back of its head. Ow, I just slapped my headphones. Through the back of its head and hits the back wall. As the small draconic creature goes and hits the ground.
As soon as he hits the ground, I'm gonna make a medicine check to stabilize Josef.
Can you make a perception check for me real quick?
That too. 13?
Okay. You see him kind of mutter something, but you can't really quite make it out. So go ahead and make a medicine check to stabilize Josef.
15.
Yeah, you managed to kind of stabilize him best you
Alright.
can.
No more death saves.
Do I need to save, or...
Might as well.
Yeah,
keep
make one more death save.
Alright. That's a 17.
Yep, that
And
succeeds.
you're awake.
Ow!
Gonna begin taking the bear trap off.
Make a strength check.
I'm gonna help
Damn
him.
it.
Make a strength check with advantage.
Oof. Ooh. Ooh. Advantage or disadvantage?
At
Advantage.
advantage.
18.
All right, you managed to
Wait. 17.
You manage to pry the bear trap off, and it kind of snaps.
Anything up with the draconic creature?
You guys notice there is. Let me open up my notes again. This kind of small strand of whitish energy leave the body of this draconic creature, and the sound of two glass objects hitting the ground.
Cover your mouths. Don't breathe.
Confused, but I do it.
Follow.
Do we see anything that could have made the noise?
You guys see two things. One is a similar, kind of onyx crystal that you got from before. Another is a, what looks like the chunk of an orb with a dragon's head kind of carved inside of it, like Jurassic Park style, like the mosquito inside of the amber.
Need.
The color is kind of a lighter bluish.
I'm gonna flap my wings super hard and dash towards it.
Okay, you
But
dash.
I want it.
You dash towards it.
And pick it up.
Okay.
Look at it.
Which one are you picking up?
The blue one.
Oh.
Okay. Looking at it, doesn't seem all that special. Make an Arcana check.
Aha, astronomy gives me proficiency in this. 16.
You don't really sense any sort of magical presence in it.
Oh, well.
So the body of the dragon thing, is it there?
It is, but you see it looks very much like its life force has been drained. It's very gaunt and thin.
It's
Is
been.
there anything on it?
On it, there's a lot of the gross, kind of greenish liquids.
What is it possible to identify it?
Make a history check.
History?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
not
also
proficient. History.
that's what I'm proficient in.
18.
This is a kobold, specifically a kobold alchemist.
Ooh.
Ooh, sneak peek at Justin's class.
So,
No. This came out of the handy dandy Tome of Beasts.
so there's nothing special on it. Just
Not really. Its staff looks neat.
I want it.
Okay. Looking at it, it doesn't seem to have any sort of magical properties. It just looks neat.
Alright, I'm taking it.
Okay. I'll send you a picture of what it looks like later.
Gotcha. Alright. So, ow, that hurt.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't feel a thing.
Shut up. Not all of us have ranged weapons.
So nobody grabbed the orb, so I'm gonna do that.
Wait. Do we want a long rest first? Actually, can I trance?
Actually, Josef, are you all right? Seems like that bear trap did a number on you.
I'll be fine.
Can we
Flanks
like
of-
just chill?
The planks of level 1, where you almost get one shot by a bear trap.
Can we
Yeah,
just
big
chill?
move.
Oh, did we get any experience from that?
Remember
We're
we're
not
doing it by
experiencing this time.
Oh, right, I forgot, sorry.
Rina's like, level up!
Yes.
Alright, do we want to just chill for a few hours? I kind of want to chill for a few hours.
I'm gonna go get one of my 3 arrows I fired back.
Yeah, you get one of your 3 arrows back. The other 2 seem to have splintered and
Well, I mean,
snapped.
like you can only get half of them back.
Oh
anyway,
yeah, that's right. I
so,
forgot that was a rule.
Like you don't have to roll for them. I just get half back.
Yeah, you collect one of your arrows.
I'm gonna
Alright.
pick up the orb.
Okay, you pick up the other small crystal.
Does it look like the same one as before?
Yep.
Well, I guess we need to sleep to move on.
Oh, okay. I don't really understand this, but okay.
I don't either.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Seems like we've got
Gonna-
nothing else better to do.
I'm
That
gonna,
the grease is
try.
still on fire, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna
Cool.
I'm gonna
I'm
try.
gonna get pretty close to that.
Okay.
Like, not quite as close as Rina is, but
I'm
10
just over
feet's
here
good.
like, you know that one
He stands in
Elmo
the fire.
meme? You know that one Elmo meme where it has its hands up in the air? No? Okay.
Nope, that's all you.
Alright, I'll send it to you later.
Okay. So
Alright, sis. Trancing.
you guys all take your long rests, trancing. D20.
Just sit there.
Oh, correct. 12.
Nope. All right. You guys take your long rests. Fully back up on all sorts of healy bits or healthy bits and spell slots.
None of it I was missing.
And you guys wake up sitting at the what seems to be at the bottom of a hill.
Oh, joy. I just love being
God
in places.
damn.
Is the old missing again?
Yes.
I'm starting to think that they lied to us.
A little bit. I'm not one
That's
to
So
enjoy
boring.
I forgot my deity's name. Hold on a second.
being doozied here.
Okay.
You
What's
guys,
around?
looking ahead, you see what appears to be, Koten and Josef. What you know to be is the town of Farlem. Rina, you have no idea what this is. It just looks like a town.
Nice town.
However, you see that this huge meteorite has fallen into the center of the city, destroying much of what was once there.
Oh.
I'm gonna start running towards it. Come on, Josef.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Oh.
Boo.
Well.
And